Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Now let's head towards the international headlines coming in. As survivors begin to rebuild, Southern California Edison faces allegations that its electrical equipment sparked the Eaton fire, devastating Pasadena and destroying homes and businesses. The lawsuits filed in Los Angeles Superior Court claim the company's electrical equipment sparked the Eaton fire in Pasadena, which has now burned over 14,000 acres. At least 24 people have unfortunately died in the past week, with dozens more injured and thousands displaced. The lawsuits cite eyewitness reports and videos showing flames at the base of an Edison transmission tower, which spread rapidly due to powerful Santa Ana winds. The lawsuits also reference electrical disruptions leading up to the fire, claiming Edison's infrastructure remained energized at the time. The suit alleges that the utility should have known of the dangers based on forecasts of potentially catastrophic Santa Ana winds several days before they tore through Los Angeles. Even Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass warned over strong winds approaching LA City. Let's listen into what she said.
As we've mentioned, the National Weather Service is predicting close to hurricane force level winds, and so we're making urgent preparations. My top priority and the priority of everyone else is to do everything we can to protect lives. As these winds approach, LA City firefighters and firefighters from across the county, state, and nation, and even overseas, are in a proactive and strategic posture to save lives. Firefighting resources from LAFD and fire departments from all over are positioned in strategic holding locations. DWP is deploying water tankers to augment water supply for firefighters.
Continuing with the aftermath, of course, the upcoming 2028 Los Angeles Olympics is drawing fresh scrutiny as wildfires, climate change and infrastructure challenges raise critical questions about the city's readiness. Now, California is no stranger to wildfires, but the year-round nature of these disasters has turned the state into a tinderbox. The Palisades fire has devastated parts of Malibu, evoking distressing scenes of destruction that many experts say are sadly predictable. The upcoming games bring that conversation back into focus, especially with July offering no reprieve from wildfire risks. The city is now grappling with not only natural disasters but also man-made challenges. Wildfires fueled by Santa Ana winds and exacerbated by climate change continue to scorch fire-prone regions. Compounding the problem are issues of urban sprawl and outdated zoning laws that have pushed communities closer to high-risk landscapes. Even President Biden also warned recovery efforts may take billions of dollars. Listen into what he exactly said.
First, I want to share an update on where things stand now, as we know. One, over the past few weeks, state and local and federal firefighters were able to prevent the largest fires from moving into new areas. In other words, they've been able to contain the fires. 14% containment in the Pacific Palisades that's how much has been contained. 33% in the fire in Pasadena, 95% in Sylmar, and the fire in Ventura has been 100% contained. And that's progress. And although the federal government is going to cover 100% of the cost for the next 180 days for things like firefighter overtime pay, debris removal, temporary shelters, it's going to cost tens of billions of dollars to get Los Angeles back to where it was. So we're going to need Congress to step up to provide funding to get this done. And we're going to get that done, God willing.
The energy infrastructure poses another risk. While California has made strides in renewable energy, strong winds and downpour power lines remain a leading cause of some of the state's worst wildfires. Critics argue more needs to be done to modernize and secure the grid. Even LA Mayor Karen Bass has noted logistical hurdles in ensuring public transit for athletes and spectators, raising concerns about disasters preparedness. Efforts are currently underway to mitigate these issues, including electric buses and solar energy projects aimed at achieving a net zero emission event. But the spectre of smoke, poor air quality, and potential disasters looms large for outdoor events. Experts now emphasize that these wildfires should serve as a wake-up call for event organizers to adapt to climate realities. As the world now prepares to watch the 2028 Olympics, Los Angeles stands at a crossroads. Will the Games be a showcase of resilience or a cautionary tale? Only time will tell.
Firefighters raced over the weekend to contain 2 Los Angeles wildfires that burned for a 6th straight day on Sunday. The inferno has been fanned over the course of the week by what are known as the Santa Ana winds, which reached hurricane strength earlier in the week. They eased some on Sunday, allowing firefighters to make headway in containing the blaze. But high winds were expected to return, and Los Angeles County Fire Chief Anthony Maroney warned that the threat was not over.
Elevated critical fire weather conditions will continue through Wednesday. Please rest assured that your County of Los Angeles Fire Department will be prepared. These winds, combined with low humidities and low fuel moistures, will keep the fire threat in all of Los Angeles County very high.
California Governor Gavin Newsom said the fires could be the most devastating natural disaster in U.S. history, quote, in terms of just the costs associated with it. He said at least 24 people have died, and with many more missing, the death toll is expected to rise. The combined fires have destroyed thousands of homes and forced 100,000 people to evacuate. Some of the evacuated took up shelter at this FEMA assistance room in West Hollywood on Sunday. They included Zuzana Coda from Topanga, west of the city.
We're absolutely terrified. We've left everything behind. We have no insurance. As far as we know, our landlord says our house is still standing in Topanga, but nobody's letting residents in. And we're very concerned about the next few days with the Santa Ana winds kicking up.
Over the past week, many relief efforts have popped up across the region, including this massive donation center in Arcadia, a city close to the Eaton fire. 6-year-old Oliver Lee and his father were among the thousands of volunteers that showed up to help sort through mountains of donations and hand out supplies.
The worst part about the fire was my dad's school is getting burned down. Kids cannot go to school. Kids and grown-ups are homeless. They don't have anywhere to live.
Private forecaster AccuWeather has estimated the damage and economic loss at $135 to $150 billion. Newsom on Sunday signed an executive order to help expedite the monumental rebuilding effort ahead. It will temporarily suspend environmental regulations for destroyed homes and businesses.